Welcome to Joyfully Catholic. In this edition, I wanted to put in some footage from a pilgrimage that I made to St. Cantius Church in Chicago. And this was a special occasion because a statue of the Blessed Mother, also known as Broken Mary, was brought to the church and is now being displayed. So I had the honor of making the pilgrimage there, and it's called Broken Mary because it actually is a statue that was found by a famous radio personality in Chicago, and his name is Kevin Matthews. And a few years ago I read his book, Broken Mary, and I really fell in love with the whole idea of finding this statue and really turning it into a ministry, which he has. So I'm going to show you some of the footage at the chapel, at the church where it resides, and then I'll come back and tell you more about the book. So as you can see, that's a beautiful, beautiful statue. And I'll just tell you a little bit of the background of the story of this statue, because I really want you to read the book because it's a fascinating journey for Kevin Matthews. And just to kind of summarize, he was diagnosed with MS. And he shortly before that he lost his job, and so he had some pretty big struggles that he was going through. And so he had a calling, he had a voice saying that wanted to bring some flowers to his wife because she was by his side all this time, and he really felt he wanted to show appreciation. So he stopped by this florist shop, and on his way in he passed a dumpster, and this beautiful statue was like peeking out of amidst the garbage, and it was broken in half and no hands, and he saw it there and he just felt disturbed that Mary should be in a pile of garbage. I mean, she deserves a place of honor. So he went into the clerk and he inquired about possibly taking the statue. He didn't want to leave it there. So eventually the clerk agreed that he could take it. So he did, and at first a person that rebuilds statues said, well, I can make her good as new, and I can, you know, put new hands, and you will never know that she was broken. And he thought about it and he said, you know what, I want to leave her just the way she is, obviously to connect the two pieces together, but I want her to be broken because I'm broken, and aren't we all broken? So the promise in our Lord, in Jesus, is that because we are a broken people, we can come to him with all of our pain and all of our suffering, all of our faults, and we can feel that we are forgiven, that we can be made whole again. So since that time, obviously just the ministry that he's doing, there's been miracles that have been attributed to the statue. He goes and speaks all around the country, bringing this statue to hospitals, to hospice situations, to churches. So I would really, I have a link to the Broken Mary website. So I want you to get in touch with that and go to their Facebook page so you can stay connected to see whether you can make a pilgrimage in and around your area when she comes to your town too. So it's a wonderful story of belief, and it really turned his whole life around. Obviously he still has MS, but he's happier than he's ever been because he has really found his happiness, and he calls himself Mary's roadie. He says, I'm Mary's roadie. I'm not the center. It's Mary, because Mary is our connection to Jesus. Jesus loved his mother, just absolutely loved his mother. And that's why we as Catholics really honor her, because it makes our Lord happy. If you love someone dearly, you would feel hurt if they talk against that person. And so we love her, and we put her in a place of honor. And we always worship Jesus, but Mary we honor and thank for her intercession. Her hand, we can reach out to her hand at any time. She's our umbilical cord to Jesus. So think of that way. And like I said, look at the different web links to Kevin Matthews and his brokenmary.com and read the book. It is fascinating. It's a story of redemption, and even though sometimes physically we still have our ailments, we can be healed spiritually, and we can be made whole again. How has Mary touched your life? I'd love to know. Please leave comments below how she's touched your life and how you incorporate Mary into your life. Is there a special statue of her? Is there a special medal? What's your devotion to Mary? And remember, as always, subscribe, like this video, and peace be with you.